So this is part 2 to my top 10 favourite songs. As I said, it's in ascending order, so if you haven't watched the previous video, this isn't going to make much fucking sense. Song number 6 is Blackbird by a band called Bridge, who most of the members were previously of Creed, but don't let that put you off because they are a good band actually. This song is absolutely exceptional in every way. I mean, the song deals with death and the loss of somebody you care about, which I've never had any physical experience of. Or should I say, I've had no direct experience of losing someone physically, although I've probably lost many people on a relationship basis. I've had a lot of relationships with people that have failed and been disappeared and erased from my life. A lot of people who have been erased from my life in an emotional sense rather than a physical sense. And I'm not saying it's the same thing, so don't get me wrong. Any people who are watching who have lost someone physically saying that what I have gone through is just as bad, because I'm not saying it is. I'm sure it isn't. But like I said, I can't relate to that. But I do relate to this song a lot. But the song looks at death as a positive thing, really, which I can also relate with. Talking about being taken away from a cruel, bitter world to a place where everything's better. I mean, I don't believe that you go to a place that's anywhere that's better, but I believe anywhere's better than here. Except the hell that the Bible talks about. If that hell really exists, then I'd rather be here than there. But I can't be here forever, and if that hell exists, if the Bible's correct, then I'm going there. So, but where was I? Yeah, I'm talking about the song. Yeah, like I said, it talks about being taken away from this cruel world that nobody should have to deal with, and nobody should have to be here, which is how I feel. Nobody should be forced into coming here. I think if I was gonna be, if I was somebody who believed in the spiritual, the afterlife, and I believe that there was a previous life, and I believe that if there's an afterlife, and if you believe in reincarnation, I believe that people should have a choice whether or not to come back here. It doesn't make any sense, and I don't believe that there's anything like that. But yeah, I know that's changing the subject. The vocals on this song are incredibly emotional. He sings it with absolute passion because, well, he knows what it's like to lose someone. I don't know if he wrote the song. I think Mark Tremonti actually wrote the song, but both have had experience with losing people, as far I believe. And the guitar solos are brilliant as well. It's there's a part. If you've heard the song, then you'll know. Again, I'll link the song to the side. Miles plays this solo, and then immediately after he's finished his solo, he plays a note, and then it jumps into the main solo, and it just works brilliantly, and it flows perfectly, and it's shows good. What's the word? A good relationship between the band, between the two guitarists, and I think it's great when listening to on the album because it's followed up by the song "Rise Today," which is incredibly upbeat, and it's just well, like I said, if you've heard the song, then you'll know. If you haven't, then maybe you won't. But it's just a really positive song, from a really kind of emotional song, but still a positive song, to just a really upbeat, almost happy song. And it just works well with the album, and the album the album is good, and the song Blackbird really does dominate the album. I think it dominates everything. But it is a lot better than any other song on the album, but that's not taking anything away from the other songs on the album. And it's something that I love a lot because it's something that's better than it needs to be. It could have been half as good and still been brilliant, but it wasn't. It was epic. Song number 5 is A Game We Rise by a band called The Lamb of God. I found this song by playing Guitar Hero, actually. And musically and lyrically, this song is one of the best songs I've ever heard. The lyrics are incredibly angry, and as an angry person, that definitely appeals to me. But and it's the kind of song that no matter what you do with the music, it could only have been. They couldn't possibly have had a proper singer doing this song. It had to be a scream song. Because it's just singing. You just cannot sing angrily enough to get the point of this song. I mean, I'm not sure on the meaning of this song. I mean, I've seen interviews with the writers, and they've said that nothing on this album was anything political, and they deliberately strayed away from that. But this song is definitely appeals to me on a political level. Lines like lies told in a southern drawl. That seems to talk to me about George W. Bush. And the line, "You'll never be one of our kind," to me relates to politicians trying to relate to the common people and failing epically. Because they can't, because they don't know, they have no concept of what it's like in the real world. Unless they've been there. And even when they have been there a lot of the time, they seem to forget. And and it's brilliant. It's a good song. It's a good, proper angry heavy metal song. If anybody didn't like heavy metal, I'd definitely straight lead them towards this song to try to say that, you know, not all heavy metal is just mindless crap. Because it's good. And I'm not saying all heavy metal is mindless crap, by the way, to those of you who like heavy metal. How much time do I have left? 3 minutes. I'm going to end it there, I think, because I'm not going to have time to get another song in. There's nothing else I want to address, I don't think. No. No. Okay. Peace out, yo. Yo? Ignore that.